Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Line Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. 51 wins in a row? I thought we were a little ahead of that. Well, I suppose, we'll just have to get there. Jar of Flies. I don't know why I looked at myself and said decent damage. It might just be luck that it proved it, but 3CY4BZTA. With, oh my god, I've been playing so much RimWorld lately that my brain doesn't understand Isaac right now. Like, on a logical level, it's like, yeah, I get it. But on an emotional level or an instinctive level, it's like, what am I looking at? Where's the colonists? Brain, I need you to switch gears quickly here. Did we get a fly for every... This room's actually not bad because the fire's getting them. But did we get a fly for every phase or just for every one we actually kill? I actually do not know because the fire killed like 90% of them there. But I'm not going to complain. I think that's a quality problem to have. We also have a sack of pennies, and it's not the best item in the game, but as far as, like, passives go, it's a passive that's not that bad. It probably equals, you know, maybe 2 more items from the shop over the course of an entire run, if we have enough keys to actually take advantage of it. Is it straight up, like, once every 2 rooms? Or once every 4 rooms that we get a penny? Or a coin, even? I can't remember. Apparently I can't remember a lot of Isaac phenomena. Do-do-do-do-do. Phenomenon. Hey! What are we gonna do with this world card? Well, first we are going to say thank you for the golden poop, even though I can't probably take advantage of it, and we'll just wedge ourselves in here as hard as we possibly can, and pick up absolutely nothing. That would be the trinket of choice right now, if we had a choice. But we do not. I think we'll just push it here. It might be a self-sacrifice room, and it's not, but it's also not useful. Considering we have 3 HP, I'm not too frightened about the way this run looks, and Jar of Flies is actually an awesome spacebar item. I do wish that we had one more penny, and we might get one from the boss, but I just want to be able to get an arcade on the next floor if possible. Seems that will not happen, so we'll just move on. But still, this is a good starting seed. It's not like we've been, you know, ripped off or anything like that. We'll pop the world card so we can see secret rooms. There is a library up here. How fucked up would that be if just after maintaining the guise, or the disguise, I guess, in this case, of being an eloquent, at least to a relative level, individual, for all these years, all of a sudden I was just like, you know what my favorite meal is? Puschetti. Can't get enough of that Puschetti. I guess it has even worse connotations as an adult, because it sounds like you're saying puss. We're gonna take Satanic Bible. Obviously, we'll go pretty hard on this. You know, we've been throwing away all these good defensive items, and one day it's gonna bite us in the ass. But I kind of feel like 1 key for 3 black cards is really good. Maybe just enjoy ourselves with Jar of Flies, an item that is also pretty solid. And I love it more now. It's not like we couldn't have gone back, like it wasn't a decision from which we could not return, but at the same time, Hive Mind is something that we are gonna love having with Jar of Flies. I like that synergy. Basically just wanted to get this going. Our HP is totally fine for a deal with the devil. 2 bombs allows us to get into that boss trap room as well. Will we get there? I'm not really concerned. I'm more concerned about getting to 15 cents, which seems extremely likely, so that we can get our Hive Mind and start to ball out of control here. It is almost worth getting that golden key, but I'm gonna abstain. But if we get the ability to fly, we'll come back for that, hopefully. But for now, we're building the foundation of an amazing run. All we need to do is basically, you know, take it to the goal at this point. Like, we might get screwed on deals with the devil. That could still happen, but for now, I think we're relatively... And by relative, I always say we're relatively safe. We're really safe right now. Even relative to our own relatively high average of safety, probably. We're even safer now. Should have saved that until we got our next penny. Terrible damage. But, again, inconsequential at the present moment. Well... Blood Rights is, it's okay. I mean, I was trying to think of something more eloquent to say, but it really just is alright. Probably not something we're very interested in using, though. I'm gonna come back to the secret room. I'm gonna come to my window. Didn't work. Any other Melissa Etheridge fans? I'm not insulting Melissa Etheridge. I know You know, I'm such a sarcastic dick sometimes, and I take no pleasure in that, by the way. A lot of people are like, oh, check out how sarcastic I am. I don't like anything. Doesn't that make me cool? No, I consider it a great personal flaw that, for whatever reason, I find it difficult to show genuine emotion. Contributes to me having difficulty, although thankfully it's not making it impossible to have, you know, real relationships in my life. And a lot of times people take my aloofishness as a sign of, you know, deliberate distance, which is not the case, really. I just want somebody to love, and I had to make that reference, so we still shied away from genuine emotion. But in any case, we're up to 15 cents here. Let us go and get Hive Mind, so we're ready to fight the boss. But I'm so sarcastic and ironic and steeped in multiple levels of irony that people go, not to brag, but people go, wow, NL reference to bands that I like, he must hate them, what a dick. I got nothing against Melissa Etheridge. I got nothing against any Melissa, except, I guess, Melissa Joan Hart, she knows what she did. And then Melissa Leo, who played a pivotal role in the 2013 film Oblivion that I managed to catch on TV last night. All is not as it appears with that lady, I'll tell you that much, without spoiling a movie for you that came out ages ago. Let's head down to the next floor. We got a guppy item, we got precedent. That's about it. I can't be too excited, but I can't be too perturbed either. I think we should accept taking damage here. We've hit the point in Isaac where, upon walking into the room taking damage and seeing the enemy shadows, I was like, I know what kind of room this is, and I hate it. Red chests, please, no. Well, we're not outrageously ahead of schedule. This is good, though. 1 bomb equals, like 5 bombs. We should continue to get a little further ahead of schedule, at least for now. Hive Mind plus Jar of Flies is an excellent combination. I think we don't worry about saving it for the bosses. We just pop Hive Mind whenever we feel like enemies are dicks. And those enemies are dicks. I hate those guys. These enemies, despite being champions, not altogether that bad. So, I don't mind killing these guys. And of course, you have to kill them with your tears to generate more flies, so you gotta do it at some point. The wafer is enormously valuable in almost every location, or every situation. I don't know why I have to be so ballsy on that room. There's no reason to be so ballsy on that room. This, however, is a great room for us to just chill out, kill all these enemies. We could, I mean, here's the thing. You're all smart people. We could sit here on this room and farm up to 20 spiders easily. What's the point? I don't think it's necessary to have a spider 20 flies, I should say. I don't think it's necessary to have a fly generation room. That seems a little bit ridiculous to me. We'll just generate them on the fly. Haha. Pun intended. Pun not intended. Pun intended, though. We'll go get our penny here. Luck up. Nope. If you will it, sometimes it'll happen. And I refuse the notion that it's coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences because that is a ridiculous thing to say. I don't really think we want to go to our shop right now. Basically, let's be honest. I'm holding out hope that we get some deals with the devil. And these deals with the devil are either high damage or guppy. And if that happens, we're in the clear. We got absolutely nothing to worry about. But until then, you know, we're just waiting on items that are above average, because anything that's not above average is just sort of inconsequential for us. We've got the wafer, we've got good damage that could stand to grow a little bit, but it's not in a bad place. And we're really just waiting on anything that helps us out from a fly generation or fly damage standpoint, or, you know, makes us not need flies at all because of the way that the run's going. And the screw is a really good start there. Because we're not rolling Satanic Bible, I don't think we take a theme. I think we just bounce. A little early, probably rushed it a little, but I'm excited about the arcade chance on this next floor, and there it is immediately. Grab this. Good time to get the blood bag, but I'll settle for getting a little bit of money first. Unfortunately, this means we're probably unlikely to get a deal with the devil on this floor. And unfortunately, we're also kind of striking out on mob trap rooms. We might as well pick this up. But you know what? While we're here, let's go down and donate. Mark Twain once said, this is not me just biting Louis C.K.'s bit, by the way. Mark Twain once said, never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. Throughout my life, I've gone through various phases of agreeing and disagreeing with this. The older I get, when I was young, I was like, hell yeah, that a good excuse to procrastinate. That guy was pretty smart. Worked out for him, right? This is what's fucked up about quotes. I think I said this exact thing on the show like last year, but every quote should come with a caveat at the end. It would be like, never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. Mark Twain. Also, though, Mark Twain, you know, benefited from being extremely lucky, so what the fuck does he know? You know, everybody that's famous enough to have some association of quotes and have people be like, that's a very valuable piece of insight, also has some luck somewhere down the line, myself included. I'm in a very lucky position, to be honest with you, and I like to acknowledge that whenever I give advice. I hate when people just give advice and they're like, here's like, this is what, anytime anybody is sure of the advice they give you, you should take it with a grain of salt. Anytime anybody goes like, well, I mean, I don't really know how you become like an NFL player. I just practiced a lot and like, you know, focused on good nutrition and like, you know, played my heart out. You know, that guy, you should be like, I'll take his advice. The guy who's just like, I'm just born good, 100%, just throw the football. You gotta snap your wrist when you throw the football. That guy, you should be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's skating by on like natural ability alone. Natural ability is fantastic, but not everybody has the natural ability to do the thing they want to do. And then that's where like hard work and dedication comes in. So the older I've gotten, the more I've had the chutzpah to disagree with Mark Twain and say, you know what? Holy Light, by the way, is great here. Not to mention 9 Lives, but I've had the chutzpah to disagree with Mark Twain and say, you know what? Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. And I think that his quote was originally ironic to begin with, but let's just ignore that and say that I'm smarter than Mark Twain. Let's do a little bit more exploring here too as well. There's no reason for us to rush through this run. Okay, well now let's rush through this run. I was like, I'll go explore that last room. Turns out that will not be necessary. You know, people ask me sometimes, and it doesn't come up all that often, but I'm a busy guy, and I'm not just saying that to brag. Most of the time people go, you know, oh, I can't do that, I'm too busy. It's like, check out how busy I am. I've got lots of things on the go. I'm never bored. Deep inside of me, there's a hollow husk aching to be filled, etc., etc. But if anything, I'm a little ashamed of how much I work, which is a very unusual attitude, but I think that it throws my work-life balance out of whack sometimes. There's nothing to be proud of, necessarily. Let's go Black Powder. We got 9 lives. Who cares? And Hive Mind, also great with Rotten Baby. But my secret when it comes to procrastination is I procrastinated when I was younger a little bit. But I was an okay student as well. You just gotta, it's a habit, man. You just gotta break the habit. And I still procrastinate, but I don't procrastinate on work or, you know, studies or academic stuff. I procrastinate on like, well, you know, I gotta go to the bank. Well, let's just put that off for like 10 years, you know? I haven't been to the bank since the year 2005. I marked it on my calendar, and I know that I marked it on my calendar because I haven't bought a new calendar since 2004. You get that joke because the calendars usually come with the next year as well, so there's always like an 18-month calendar. Anyway, that's like half a joke, but half honest. But I mean, it's a shitty piece of advice. Real ticket, I think, when it comes to procrastination is, as Adidas says, just do it. You know, you're watching this video right now, you might have a homework assignment you should be working on, but instead you're just, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Twitter. Oh, I haven't been to Reddit in 10 minutes. Reddit, you know, I understand, because that was a dodge and a half. It's the way that I have spent a lot of my idle time as well, but you know what? You just start working on it, and it's better to have things done early so you can enjoy your leisure time than it is to do them at the last minute, be rushed, probably do worse on it as a result. And in the end, if it's gonna take you 2 hours, well, you might as well put in the 2 hours at the front end and then enjoy your time instead of feeling rushed and still spending 2 hours on it at the back end. That's my philosophy. But you know what? I understand a lot of people watching this are just gonna tune out, and you should, because I'm an entertainer, not a preacher. But they're gonna tune out and they're gonna be like, being prepared isn't cool. Preparedness needs good ambassadors, man. Preparedness has an image problem. By the way, let's fly by the seat of our pants and take Strange Attractor. I'll also take Blue Map, I'll take Champion Belt, I'll take the Spirit Heart, and still have a lot of money to go here. Bums me out, man. It's always like, yo, chicks dig spontaneity. So how does that manifest in your life? I'm just gonna do the assignment when I feel like it. That's not cool, man. That's not how you're gonna be well adjusted in adult life. And you know, it's not like if you don't learn how to avoid procrastinating as a 15-year-old, you're never gonna fit in as an adult. You know, you forget all adults were 15 once, and you know, it's not like the 15-year-olds that you know right now are any dumber than the 15-year-olds that, you know, were part of your parents' generation or my generation, etc., etc. I can tell you some stories, man, of some dumb 15-year-olds. But I'm not gonna, because that's in the past. The past is the past. Every kid should have a license to be a moron for, I would say, like 36 months. You should be able to be an idiot for about 3 years, and then after that, you start to face, like, real consequences for it. Ooh. More keys, and I will consider checking that out. I mean, there's no rush. We're only at 13 minutes here. We're basically on Necropolis 2. This is pretty sweet. So, baited. Baited. We did it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Mark Twain. Dude doesn't know what he's talking about, okay? No, Mark Twain said never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. My actual piece of advice that doesn't fit into a pithy quote. If what you need to do takes less than 5 minutes, do it as soon as you think about it. Your life will be so much better. It's a tip I heard ages ago. I've tried to put it into practice. Inevitably, you will end up making mistakes, and that's okay. Enjoy yourself at the same time, and, you know, I also agree with the statement, everything in moderation, including moderation. Sometimes you just gotta let yourself, you know, be an idiot when it comes to things. That's okay, too. We're all gonna be fine. I mean, we are all probably gonna die someday, but apart from that, we're all gonna be fine. Up until that moment, barring illness, of course, and, you know, other emotional tragedies. You know, best not to think about what I'm saying, is what I'm talking about. And as always, I'll add the caveat and say, NL, you've been talking some real talk right now. Every time I talk, it's real talk, because I put weight and heft and grandiosity into everything I say because I believe in my message. Buy Madrina's cop. I'm just joking, but it is pretty good. We're fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm riding the conversational wave. I'm surfing that edge. Is that what surfers call it? Yo, bro, there's some fat edges coming up on Jericho Beach this weekend. I can't wait to crest on that dollop. Excuse me, sir, this is the country club? Yeah! Surfing, okay. The run is fine. However, I will... Yeah, we want that. I will say, it may not be fine forever. We're kind of in a bad spot if we lose this life. And I may deliberately lose this life to steal something from the deal with the devil, or from the boss trap room. But we'll see. I'm a little concerned, mostly because of Strange Attractor. And Strange Attractor, I take it on runs that I feel are really powerful just to mess with things, but maybe we should have avoided it here. So there's a little HP for us, that's good. And I think we do want to keep that HP and maybe just ignore our boss rush. I was into that boss rush dying idea until I realized that it's one of those ideas that is probably a little cuter than it is intelligent. Like babies. You know, sure, some babies are cute. Not all babies are cute. Some babies are cute. But universally, almost all babies are dumb. Oh, I don't think it's worth scapular. Oh, we have to wafer. It's probably worth scapular, but we still have the wafer. Let's just go. I like this. We saved the Perthrow Rune. We would save it anyway, and we save a little time, selfishly. We're on an XL floor already here. Most of you are probably a little too young to be having children of your own. Not all of you. Some of you may be too young to be having children, but having children nonetheless. That's part of your journey. I wish you luck. I don't mean that in a negative, like, know-it-all sort of way. You know, I'm old enough to, in theory, have planned children of my own, but we do not, and, you know, no plans on the horizon. Let's be honest. I enjoy my Twitch vagabond lifestyle too much to be worrying about that right now. Now, if you could just pop up and, like, die immediately, that would be sweet. Not the baby. I want the baby to live forever. Think we loop around here? I bet we loop around here. But, yeah, people say, like, oh, my baby's so cute, my baby's so well-behaved. All babies are shitty. Sure, maybe your baby cries less than the average baby. You know how many times I've cried as an adult? 0! And I'm proud of it. That's not true. I'm trying to think. What got me? To the moon? To the moon made me feel things again. welled up a little bit during the Tragically Hip's final performance. I'll admit, that's just, you know, if you didn't, you're not a Canadian. Or you're too stoic. You're like a 2-1, or a 2-mana 2-2 creature that flips if nobody casts any spells on the last turn. You're a stoic builder. We should go back for that key, but I'm probably not gonna. You know what? This run is surprisingly, deceptively scary. We've had every advantage open to us, and I can't. This is one of those runs where I look at it and I'm like, we've made a mistake somewhere. We've like left behind a boss item or two, or something's gone wrong to put us in this state. It's not that it's bad. It's actually very, very, very good, except for our relatively limited HP. But thank God we have the wafer. Were it not for the wafer, let's put it this way: it saves us twice our HP, or it saves us double our HP, I guess, half our HP, depending on how you want to phrase it. I think it makes our run more than twice as easy, more than twice as winnable. You know, there's a logarithmic effect or something like that. I think it's logarithmic, because like, I was gonna say exponential, but like, if we had saved triple our HP, I don't know if it makes it that much easier than double. I don't know, it might be a cubic function. It doesn't, look, you're not watching me for a rigorous analysis of 9th grade mathematics concepts, okay? You're watching me for dank pop culture references, like, for example, did you know that Will Smith played the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Many people don't. Maybe we want Tapeworm now? Like, we don't really... Oh, that was a Tinted Rock the whole time. That would have been a mistake to leave that behind. Where the heck is this boss fight, though? Boss fights, I guess. Most people don't know that. Did you know that the character of Ethan Hunt from the Mission Impossible franchise was played by none other than Thomas Cruise? Also, the star of White Chicks and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. My source is telling me that that is not the same. That's Terry Crews. Tom Cruise, Terry Crews. Fuck, marry, kill. Tom Cruise, Terry Crews. Speed 2 cruise control. I would... marry Terry Crews. You gotta marry Terry. Seems like an affable guy who could help you find joy in life and in love. You gotta do Tom. Are you kidding me? Risky Business, 1986. Tropic Thunder, 2008. And then you gotta kill Speed 2 Cruise Control. You know why? I don't have a great reason for it except for the fact that it's a movie. And I don't want to kill a human being if I could kill a movie instead. I think that would be a very immoral choice. I think that would make me a bad person. And as a result, you know, you're entitled to do whatever you want within the confines of the fuck, marry, kill game. But I don't believe in, you know, killing human beings over killing films. I also don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. That's from the song Wonderwall, which is Terry Crews in my wedding song. I said, Terry, your muscles are big, very. You played football, and you pull off balls. Neighbors banging on the wall. Hey, kid, stop all the singing. Get out of here, you freaking banana hands. Stop. Okay. This is bad damage, but we're going to become Guppy right now. We're not going to become Guppy, but we are going to get ceremonial robes, which is pretty good. Let's get through that. We need 2 more Guppy items. We need 1 more Guppy item because we have the hairball as well. We're not going to fight Hush. 9 lives plus Hush is a recipe for disaster. And on the cathedral, we are probably going through this big room here. There's nothing. Oh, I was gonna say there's nothing wrong with that, and then immediately I was like, we're fucked. Abort. We're not gonna get another deal with the devil, so our odds of getting that last Guppy item. Oh, you have to get up pretty early in the morning to catch me on that one. The odds of getting a deal with the devil here, I'd say, are you know, low. Not nil. We could still get a. We could still get a Joker card. I can't help but feel that there is still the potential to snatch a defeat from the jaws of victory here. We have a lot of HP and 9 lives, but if we... It's not like we're liable to get hit 11 times on one room unless we fight Mega Satan or, you know, somehow the Lamb or something, but it is plausible that we could get hit twice 6 rooms in a row. Or 6 rooms on a floor. And I think that that's what we have to watch out for. And that's really where the danger lies. Because if we ever have to respawn and we go down to 1 HP, even with the wafer, that could be tough. Not as tough as it would be without it. There's 2 hits right there. Alright, as much as I love being right, let's not make the prophecy come true. Okay, I mean, we do benefit from the bomb at least, because we spent a bomb to get it. Paralysis. Experimentation is the spice of life in this scenario. And Perthrow is actually... I really think Perthrow is underrated relative to Yera on the chest. I think a lot of people are like, you know... Well, Yera, it does double your items. Yera's better, I'll just say that. But although it does double your items, you could get 8 bad items. Perthrow makes it so you're pretty unlikely to get 4 bad items on the chest, because you can self-select. Okay. Extremely good use of the chariot. I will toot my own horn on that one. It wasn't rocket science, but it helped me out quite a lot there. Strange Attractor is really bad against this phase of Isaac, but if we can just land a Holy Light Shot, we should be mostly gravy. Can't believe we didn't get hit there. So yeah, I mean, HP is held pretty strong. I think we're probably okay. Thank you, Rotten Baby. It helps that Rotten Baby was like right on top there. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. It's my Nick Nolte impression from Tropic Thunder 2008. Fuck, marry, kill. Nick Nolte, Stevie Nicks. I'm trying to think of the Nick Nolte film 48 Hours. See, again, in this case, I would fuck 48 Hours and kill Nick Nolte. I'm just joking. He seems like an okay guy. We have some fly-related items, so let's try Halo of Flies. There you go. It's good in its own right, also gives us Beelzebub. Little Loki's not good enough. Fruitcake is interesting, so we'll take it. Pupilla Duplex is just okay, so I think we reroll the other 3. We get Aquarius, which I like decently. Harlequin Baby's probably worse than Pupilla Duplex. And then Undefined. Undefined is an interesting item that is functionally pretty much worthless at this stage in the game. The stage in the game at which it used to be at its strongest, unfortunately. So, honestly, we didn't get much stronger here. But you can't really complain about any run that's 25 minutes long and has, like, relatively safe defense like we have right now. So, life's good. All we need to do is take this to the finish line. And rooms like this are going to help out a great deal. Looks like the streak is likely to continue. Let's see if we can get the virus here. Ooh, I think we killed Sloth last. Might as well donate. If we can pick up some money here, that would be nice. And by money, I mean HP. Sorry, my brain is actually, like, completely 100% fried. I just had one too many coffees today, and here we are. That's the thing, man. All those Tim Hortons iced cappuccinos, they take you up, but they can bring you down as well. Must be why all those rock and roll singers sing about it all the time. Tim Hortons, be the death of me. Not actually, though. I don't want to disparage my my buddies at Yum Food Brands Incorporated Tim Hortons. I don't really go to Tim Hortons. I'm not against it. I'm not that for it. Why go to Tim Hortons when I've got a perfectly good Madrina's? I will say, like, how much did we improve our damage here? We got Ceremonial Robes. Holy Light should count. Champion's Belt is a damage upgrade, so obviously it counts. But apart from that, we didn't really scale up too much on damage, but, you know, we scaled up very nicely on, like, basically everything else. Yeah, let's kill Greed last. That seems intelligent. I love these pennies. Could really use a second Steam sale. Wow, this is a dead end. Thanks for all the Spirit Hearts. And I mean that not sarcastically. Game's been kind to us with respect to Spirit Hearts, and I'm very thankful for it. It's kept us in the game easily here. But it looks like we get win 52. If we uploaded one Isaac run a week, that's a year without a loss. But you might say that's impressive, but it's really meaningless. What if you had one run? Well, if we uploaded one run a year, that would be a year without a loss. That's... Who are we? Mathis Games? Hi all. I can make that joke because he's too busy to watch my videos. He has a superior work ethic to a lot of YouTubers I know. Not naming names or throwing shade, as we talked about earlier. Work-life balance is important. But he and I are kindred spirits in the sense that we both know that we'll die someday unless Ray Kurzweil gets his way. See, sometimes the joke is really bad and the song makes it worse, and then you persevere through all of that uncomfortable unfunniness, and it ends up being so worth it in the end. We got a very small 2 out of 10 punchline there that about 15% of people watching this are gonna get. I was gonna say understand, but it's really, you just gotta know who Ray Kurzweil is, and the fact that he's, you know, contributing to the march towards inevitable life, or eternal life. Please tell me we didn't lose all of our Jar of Flies charges. Thankfully we did not. Okay, so we will win, and we will win because we have 20 flies and the wafer. So thank you, Jar of Flies, and also Hive Mind, and also Holy Light, Rotten Baby, and the wafer. You guys really won this one. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New Isaac episodes come out every day at 6 a.m. Pacific time. Pacific Daylight time? Pacific Standard time? One of the two. I can never keep it straight. If you live in California, they come out at 6 a.m. And I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Goodbye.